Hello and welcome back to another episode of Determined Exterminators. And from the previous episode, we just finished our war with the Evangeliting Zealots, a war that we had to stop early due to marauders just coming out of apparently nowhere and wrecking our borders. So, yeah. So what we do now is just our goal now is to redevelop our economy and continue our conquest. So, if I'm not mistaken, we just unlocked cruisers. Indeed, we did. And we should start working on updating our navy, boosting our mineral income, which is pretty abysmal right now. Our energy and influence are all at their peaks. Now we just need to deal with the mineral income. We should be fine. Let's see how our sectors working, how our sectors are doing. And what we can try to do actually is set them to focus on minerals, I think. There we go. So I think they just well, I actually never tried setting that option, but let's see what it does, how the sector will behave now. I think they will still build the correct buildings on top of like just the base tiles, but any tiles that has any resource like this one, I think they will just prioritize a mineral network on it, and that would be very good if that will be the case, but we'll have to see. This is I actually never tried that option before. So those guys are undergoing purge, lengthy purge. Newton torpedoes is being researched. This is going to be a big help. This is a very powerful weapon to get so early. This is just we're just reaching the mid game, and we already got proton launchers. This is very rare. Literally swimming in influence, and we have nothing to do with that. And need to get those mining stations back up. Reinforce our navies, which took some casualties during the previous engagement. Get this cleared up. I think it's time to colonize this planet. The AI didn't build a ship to colonize it yet. And no, it doesn't look like he's planning anything. Okay. Should get a mining station here. Actually, no. I should use right click. You don't actually need to click build. You can just right click on the tile and the menu will pop up. This is much better, but it's just the force of habit really. So this is something I have to overcome. Alright, let's get those mining stations going. And I have no minerals. Okay, our star bases are Anchorage star bases are all prepared. Okay. Let's speed up the game a bit. Nothing interesting is going on. So the first order of the day would be to rebuild all those mining stations that we've lost. That's our first priority. Once this is done, we need to develop the economy for this captured planet we just took. Let's repair this. Okay. Seems the robots have managed to recover. They have some. Okay, there we go. Those are 5 cruisers. So cruisers are now much more common. Previously, we only see like only 1 or 2 of them, but now there are more of them. So this is where destroyers will come in to deal with them. Mostly with medium weapons and large weapons soon, once we will deploy our own cruisers. Okay. Let's get some more robots. We can build. Oh, we need to build a administration building. Completely forgot about it. Let's build it over here. So we bought some breathing room with both wars we waged before. Basically weakened our neighbors. Zealots have been weakened, and this defensive pact have been greatly weakened. I think we are superior to them. Well, dwarves caught up in fleet, that's for sure. Actually, they're all equivalent in fleets, well, except the robots. So they are once again becoming a threat. So I think it will be a time to maybe eliminate those robots away from that defensive pact. They have 1, 2, 3 planets right next to our borders. If we take them all, we can just immediately eliminate them from the game. Let's see, where's the 4th planet? There's 1. There's the 2nd. There's the 3rd, and where's the 4th? Ah, it's right. No, it's not. I don't know where's the 4th. Interesting. Okay. Extraction ship, you go build here. Okay, let's see what we have here. Flint command limit, not really necessary right now, but unit assembly planet is really nice, so we're gonna take that. Get a mining station here. We're gonna demolish this stronghold and move him somewhere else, so we can build something here that will benefit the adjacency bonus of this capital building. Okay, how about our fleets? Are they reinforced? No, they aren't. Well, we're almost finished repairing all the damage that has done by the marauders. So this is good. We are almost finished with those mining stations. Rivalry. Oh, what was the defensive pact? I missed it. Damn it. Okay, this is dropping rapidly. I wonder if it's because of the sector is doing anything. Okay, so first things first, let's see what we have here. Strikecraft is really not really priority. Strikecraft is right now pretty bad. Barely does any damage, so highly recommend against going this route. Star Fortress is good, although we have like no credits at all to upgrade to them. We didn't even upgrade it to Starholds yet, so Thrusters on the other hand would be very good for our fleet. So let's get that. Let's see how our sector is doing. Yeah, just as we expected, he's focusing on minerals, which is good, which is very good. I don't think he's replacing any buildings or anything. So I think it's fine. We just need to reinforce. So this is going to drop into a malus soon, but we have an option to build here a Betherian power plant. This is going to give us a nice boost to energy income. Edicts, well, there's nothing to spend edicts on, unfortunately. We just have too much influence, just way too much. The thing is that we don't need to claim any systems, meaning we can get like we just have all this influence because of that. Okay. Alright, so I think all things are not yet reinforced, but very soon, almost done. Minor income looks good. And our edict has finally run out, but that's no problem because we now have finally have a good reason a good place to spend our influence. Another 22 years of production target boost, which is just perfect. And energy is dropping. Let's manually construct a power plant here. Right, once this will finish up, we can benefit from its power generation. That would be very good. And we think we're almost finished with rebuilding our mining stations. Oh, there's some more energy here we can get. Right, so the question that arises now is who's going to be our next target? So we can continue our crusade against those zealots, or we can go and face this small alliance, this defensive pact. And that's another option. In terms of expansion, zealots are much more comfortable since they have those 2 planets right next to our borders we can take, and one of them is actually their capital, which is all loaded with all sort of good stuff. And so that is a good target to capture. However, this time we're going to be much smarter since they really fortified their systems with plenty of garrisons, so we're gonna need some strong armies to overcome that. And right now we're not even close, so we need to get some more armies going. That is the disadvantage of one of the disadvantages of determined exterminators, that unlike, like for example, devouring swarms and fanatical purifiers, they don't have bonus to army damage. So yeah, they don't really have an edge in ground combat, which is unfortunate, but well, that's what it is. Have to work with that. Alright, so there we go, we got the Betherian stone. And I want to colonize this planet. Let's build a ship. Colonize it. Finally, I just want to finish reinforcing our fleets. Just so expensive, just look at this. We had like 1.2k surplus of minerals and it just vanished in a moment. Alright, and there's our proton launchers. Excellent. So, the next technology we're gonna get is... And actually there isn't much, there isn't lots of interesting options here. Antimatter reactors, it's a possibility, but I would honestly like to roll some different techs. So let's pick the cheapest one. Actually, physics labs is good, will give us some upgrade to our science stations, which is so far we didn't have even one upgrade. We can't upgrade them, so that would give us something. That is good. Let's go with War Factory. Actually, War Factory is going to be very useful. It's going to help us build armies quicker. They're going to be more experienced, and since we need good armies to deal with those zealots, so I think it's going to be useful. We're gonna save a slot on this planet and just build armies from here, like as close as possible to the front lines. Thinking about front lines, this should be our new base. Let's get a shipyard here. Let's get a battle simulator is something that is nice to build on shipyards. And let's assign our fleets. Let's assign Alpha and Gamma fleet. Okay. Alright, so now we either increase our fire rate or increase our army damage. Both are very good, although the thing that complies me, to go with army damage is because the persistence of those defensive armies here, they have them. I think all their planets are fortified, heavily fortified, so we're gonna need every boost we can get so armies can break them quickly, and we won't have to sit and bomb one planet for like the entire war, since this is not good. And so we're gonna go with electronic warfare. So this will boost our armies, and our energy is starting to sink, so we need to reinforce that. Let's get some energy going. Okay, there we go. We can upgrade our physics labs, but I'm gonna let my sectors do that. Alright, subspace sensors. This is good. This will further increase the view range on our, well, pretty much everything, buildings and ships. Will allow us to construct black hole observatories. Do we have black holes in our territory? Unfortunately, we don't, but still a good thing to have. It unlocks us a better tracking module for our ships. So this is a good thing to have. So let's take that. Okay, and send our ships to assist in research. Let's pick a good planet for assist research. Actually, the first one was pretty good. Yeah, this is a good one. Alright, so War Factory, once it will be finished, we'll just construct it in our new staging ground, which is Hodaus. Just in case, I'm gonna send one fleet to guard the northern flank. That would be Beta fleet. Actually, just gonna keep it here. No, that's fine. Can react quickly to anything around this sector. Thinking maybe just quick change the purge type and just eliminate them quickly. It's just 5 years. Oh well, just gonna wait those 5 years, I think. Let's upgrade to slabs. Alright, so let's see what we can do with our fleets. So is there some interesting upgrades maybe? Alright, so we can upgrade the hyperdrive. This is important. Unfortunately, we still didn't get any upgrades for the autocannons. So that's pretty much it. For the destroyers, same, just hyperdrives. Alright, so cruisers. So cruisers can be outfitted to different roles. They are pretty versatile, and what we are going to do with them is make them. I'm going to give them two roles. The first role is going to be just a frontline bruiser, and mostly consisting of medium weapons. And once we will unlock better tracking modules and things that gives chance to hit, we're going to turn them into long-range snipers with large plasma weapons. The reason is that you can do it with cruisers. Is the big reason with this is that they have two aux slots, and there is a module that increases their accuracy, and you can just put two of them, which makes them far more accurate than, let's say, destroyers, for example. So missiles are a no-go against ships. They are now better against armor targets and buildings. You can see now that they have shield penetration and hull damage, means they are only stopped by armor. However, their tracking is pretty poor, so they won't hit any corvettes or destroyers. They're good against cruisers and battleships, but again, there's the problem of armor. So yeah, they do not fit with the current fleets we are facing and our combat situation. So we're just gonna make a pure medium cruiser for now, and we're gonna stuff it with a combination of medium X-rays and railguns. Or we can actually even make it better. We can make it like this. So we have now a very versatile cruiser. It can deal with kinetic. It's just an all-rounder, really. Good against shields, good against armor, has some close-range weapons, autocannons against smaller ships. So this is a good all-rounder ship that can just do anything. More like jack of trades, but yeah. Let's get all the modules upgraded. Now for the computer, we have tracking, chance to hit, or weapon range. So weapon range isn't interesting because this will means the cruisers will sit at the back. We don't want that. We want it to soak fire and soak damage. So we're going to go with tracking. This will allow our medium weapons to be even more accurate against smaller targets, which is very, very nice. And let's see if we can get some balanced loadout. We also have afterburners we can use. And that's fine. Yeah, that should make our cruiser relatively fast compared to, so it can keep up with our corvettes and destroyers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And now this part again. Now we need an eye. Let's call it Sigma for a name. There we go. So the thing about cruisers is just, well, look at this. Look at the upkeep. The upkeep is insane. Almost just 8.5, 8.6 minerals per ship. Meaning we can't really build too many of them at this stage because this will just devastate our economy. So we're gonna have to be very conservative. But our goal is just maybe to include maybe 2 or 3 cruisers in each of our fleet. That would be very good. There's war going on, but it's far away from us. Let's upgrade our current ships first. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be interesting to see how the AI will colonize this ice planet we just colonized. Interesting to see its building patterns. And we need some energy. But clearly the AI has been doing something because we can see that since we clicked the mineral income, there has been a drastic increase in mineral income. but there was some decrease in energy. Just wondering what the hell is it that he did. He isn't replacing anything, I think. Doesn't look like it. Oh wow, do we have only the basic power plants? Do we? Oh, okay. Well, this is bad. We are basically just we are almost at the mid game, and we are still living on the basic power plants. We didn't even have had the option to upgrade them. That sucks. But that's no issue. We have a big surplus of energy, so no rush. There's no problem. Alright, so we have a war factory. Let's get the naval capacity up. And let's get a war factory built here, so we can pump some proper armies. Where's the planet? There it is, and we need a nice room for it. That would be a shame to destroy, but I think it has a bonuses to science. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if we can pick a good spot. Well, this is a good spot. We won't get any adjacency bonus, but that's okay. No, not rebel. What's this? Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay. Let's change sector back to general production, but that was pretty good. It's a nice thing to play it just from time to time if you want some boost just for a moment to force the sector to build some more mineral networks than everything else. You just click mineral focus, leave it for like a few months, let them build some mining stations. When balance is shifted in your mineral and energy, you can just tell them to stop and just put it back to general. And you can also do the same thing with maybe a research station and energy. So this is really good. I mean, it's a good thing to play with. If you want to balance your economy without doing it yourself, just let the sector do it for you. It's a very handy feature. There's a war going on, and they're declaring on the fanatical purifiers again. For now, these are only the dwarves. Yeah. Not the dwarves, actually, it's those birds. I'm really tempted to intervene and yeah, okay. They are once again going in a combined arms war. We might need to intervene. Alright, so what do we have? We have machine modification points, we have destroyer hull points. The rest is not really that interesting right now. Machine modification is nice, but this is excellent tech. It's rare. It's the second upgrade for destroyer hull points. This is a very good tech to catch when you get the chance, so we're gonna take it. It's a very good investment in our fleet, in our corvettes. And do we have a sentry array here? Because we should have. Let's upgrade this star hold. And and yeah, so this is it for this episode, and I'll see you on the next one.